There, it's live. All right, just one moment. And the other screen did not go live.
I don't know. I'll have to figure this out.
That's interesting. All right, let's click here and see what happens. No, that didn't do it. Okay, let's close this. Let's go to my mail. Let's go to this. Let's go to...
That definitely looks like it's... Oh well, it's live, and I think this is like number 6 or 7 or something like that. Who knows? I tried to bring them once and then got distracted.
It don't much matter.
It's the nth show.
It's the nth.
The nth.
The nth.
Yeah, the nth.
Well, what's new? What's new? For me, I'll just start off. I created, at the advice of some other people, I did create a Google Plus page for the group, and Yves has linked that to the website. Not sure exactly what that will all buy us, but it seems to work okay. I was hoping it was going to work better for the live broadcast, so that it'd be an easier way for people to find them, but I'm going to have to work on that some more. So, big thing for me is the spindle mounts, trying to get the ones that I have out the door. I know you guys have seen them 100 million times, but this is really honest. I promise the final version done. They fixed them so that now I can have, oh, there's the camera over there. I can have 6 wheels on the back plate now if you want, and 2 Delrin blocks if you want to do that. And there's a channel routed in the base plate of it so that these kind of lock into position. I didn't do the pins just because it's more machining and trying to make it easy for the guy doing it. But they're pretty. It's pretty darn stable. When I put it on mine, it's like a rock on there. It doesn't move at all. So
it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The mount itself weighs in at about 1 pound. So
it looks like we're getting some. There we're not any longer. CNC enthusiast looked like he was giving us some feedback, but it's not out. There's Andrew, I think.
There's Andrew.
Yeah.
What's up, boyos?
You must have got out the Scotch locks.
No, so being a networking guy and a system admin and so on and so forth, you know, sometimes it's the no-brainers, the kind of the simple things, right? Go twist the wires together and just make it work for a night.
Yeah.
That you just can't get, you can't, you know, oh, I can't do that because it's not the right thing to do and you shouldn't do that. So I went and twisted the wires. Shit works good, doesn't it?
Yeah, twist the wires together, a little duct tape, you got it.
I didn't even duct tape. I just fanned all of them out like that.
Okay.
Yves, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Just for tonight.
Oh.
Well, let's see. There's CNC enthusiast is back. And Marvin's here. Oh wait, maybe that's you, John.
Yeah, that's me, CNC enthusiast. But why?
Oh, okay.
Why am I feeding back? I'm on a headset. Very odd.
You're not. 109876. You're not feeding back. I was thinking that that was a new member.
No, so it's CNC enthusiast is what we call this little hangout, and it's kind of the title that Yves has on the website, and so that's also the Google Plus page that I created. That's kind of for all of us and anybody else that wants to join in on the fun. So
yeah. I see Marvin is with us this evening.
Yes. spindle mounts. Okay, those I said that. Tony, you should have gotten an invoice from me. No rush, but I just wanted to get the first couple out the door. And the only other thing I've got is on sometime between Wednesday and Friday, I'm heading out the door and going camping. My brother just had his basically final checkup after some cancer treatment and came back clear, and he's been trying to plan this camping trip up to Seattle, well, Portland actually, that area, but so he's heading up there. He left today, and so we're either leaving sometime between Wednesday and Friday we're leaving. I think we'll be gone about a week, so that's about it for me.
You guys gonna come see me?
Yeah, you should shoot me. You should shoot me your address. I hate to come all that way and not stop in and see your shop. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's a disaster area. I was out there this morning, and that thing looks like a cotton picking tornado hit it. I swear.
It doesn't take long.
Oh, especially with me. I'm horrible for cleaning up after myself. Just ask my wife.
Yep. That's my problem. And then I hunt around 5 minutes, for 5 minutes for a tool I just had 2 minutes ago.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't drop anything on the floor in my shop because it will vanish.
Looks like we lost Andrew again. Who's next? Who wants to go? Eves, how about you? I see you're muted. Maybe you don't have a headset.
Yes,
there you go.
I have a headset. Let's see, the farm, obviously. Still waiting on the stupid police. Done a little work on the model a little bit. I think I'm going to cut out the end plates for the stepper mounts out of plastic for now, just to test them. And that's pretty much where that stops. The Beagle Bone Black and machine kit, that's pretty much working. I kind of MacGyvered it to just work. I still haven't decided how I'm going to approach the LCD situation. I emailed the machine kit guys, still haven't gotten a response back. And that's pretty much
wow,
all of it there.
Talk a little bit more about that that laser software CAD CAM combination that we were chatting about earlier today, Eves.
Dave was really bad. I'm not sure what he said.
Am I coming out garbled? Am I coming out garbled? All right, let me plug in. I don't know why. I'm garbled.
What did you say, John?
I don't think. No, I didn't say nothing. No.
Hey guys, I'm back. I crashed really hard, and so hard it BSOD'd, so I had to reboot. It was crazy.
That happened when you were machining the other day too. Well, it didn't BSOD though.
No, I didn't BSOD. I had some sort of Java error, and it ruined the part, which made me sad.
Can you hear me now, Eves? I was saying, talk about that
Super
CAD
Poo-Poo.
CAM software combination for laser that we were talking about earlier today on the chat.
I can, but not now.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
That's why I didn't say
Okay.
anything about it.
Oh,
No problem.
no worries.
Still top secret.
Well, no, because I finally got two parties to agree on something, and I was told not to really say anything public about it. It's nothing like top secret. It's just,
Gotcha.
I'm doing what they said, so
That's
it's good. Although you may not like it, David, but it's good.
And this is for Super Pew Pew?
Yes,
Pew. Awesome.
it's its unofficial name. I don't know what I'm
I don't know. That's a good name.
That's Super Pew. It's actually Super Pew Cubed because it's Pew Pew, the second
Cube.
version. Because Pew Pew is currently my existing laser now. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I shared the model with Sir John. So hopefully he'll design a chassis for it, which that'll be cool.
That's the plan.
So, and I think all the mechanicals are done except Z. I had one way I was going to do it, but I switched it up to something else. X is ironed out. Y is ironed out. So that's just the way it's going to be. And the optics, I figured out a nifty way to mount the tube in, so you can actually remove it for obviously if you need to replace it and or if you need to remove it. Because every system I've seen so far, it's like fixed in there, and for servicing, I kind of made it in a nice way to pull it out.
Yeah, it's a really nice design, that's for sure. And the fact that it seems like it can hold a variety of lasers.
Am I chopping
in
up
there.
really bad?
A little bit, on and off. Which
That's
is
kind of
odd,
weird.
because you never do usually.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I'm on the fast side of the network too, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
Andrew, you're on twice.
Yeah, I know. Just let me know if you guys can't hear me. I'm trying to clean off my my work desk over here. It's very much full of computer pieces. Disassembled a case to look into doing a mod for it, and I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm gonna do. But I took the here. I'll show you. It's all disassembled number 5. Hold on. Number 5 disassembled.
I think that's a reference to a movie, isn't it?
Yes. Short Circuit.
Yes.
No,
Filmed in Astoria, Oregon.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
This is the chassis, or what's left of it.
Down a little.
Yeah. It's been completely stripped. This little boroscope that I got, which is super fun, by the way, it doesn't do anything far. It only does macro really well. So macro works really good.
Oh, yeah.
But anything further than that is kind of blurry and not very very good. But yeah, I've got the case completely disassembled, and I've even removed some of the rivets. I was laying flooring today, so I've been busy. So I'm trying to multitask a little bit.
Okay. Well, I've got 2 1-meter pieces of maker slide that are left over from my X-Carve build that are just itching to be turned into a laser. I got a funny feeling.
Well, the only thing is I'm not using any maker slides whatsoever.
Well, I know, but that doesn't mean I can't change things around a little bit. We have the technology.
Is that another movie reference?
I don't know, is it?
TV show.
Yeah, was that $6 Million Man?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
We can rebuild him.
We have the technology.
Okay, yeah.
Gotta used to watch that. Oof.
Yeah, that was a good movie, or a good show.
Make them stranger, stronger, weirder. Wait, what?
So Tony,
Hey, guys.
what? Oh, hey Marvin, go ahead.
Hey, a quick question, John. I know that you upgraded from a Shapeoku 2 to X-Carve.
Yep.
And I see on their website the $200. And I either I am dyslexic and can't read and write very well, but I can't see what am I getting for the $200 because it doesn't tell me what I'm getting for the $200.
I think I'm not sure, but I think if you add it to the cart, does it add all the parts? I can't remember.
Because I was saying, no, it has, when you say, you go down the list basic, or it says upgrade, and it just has this little, those little check marks where you can, or circles where you can say, okay,
yeah.
kit. But then when you go deep in, it says, okay, what am I getting with this kit? I mean,
I actually know the answer to that.
Oh, okay, good.
It's all the end plates. So
Yeah.
the X gantry end plates, the I guess Y, the part that mounts to the surface, everything that's on the XZ gantry part, so that long extruded black piece. I think it's the threaded rod, isn't it? It's not the Acme setup. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah, it's not the Acme. Yeah.
And then I think it comes with the DeWalt mount, and that's pretty much it.
I did not choose the DeWalt mount when I got it. The other thing that I didn't get with mine was the Z-axis, the plate, the spindle mounting plate. That did not come with. No, I had to use my old one. So I don't know if that was just something I misselected or something or not. But
okay, here we go. It says Z-axis, lead screw, wasteboard, stepper motor, spindle, motion control, power supply, wiring, and toolkit. That's what's not included.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would have to mean everything else. So that means
because why are you doing it backwards? And then I'm like, okay, I saw that one and I'm like, okay, what does it include? If I'm the dyslexic guy, what does it include? Just say, Marvin, you get the end plates, you get this, you get that.
Well, it says you get the M8 threaded rod lead screw kit. No steppers, obviously.
I'll say, let me interject. If anybody's buying the wiring kit, I would, if you buy the wiring kit, buy 2 of them because you're going to want longer wires. I'll show you my wires.
Yeah, and don't bother with the.
Yeah, that's about as far away from the system as I can get my power supply and stuff. I mean, it's literally that's it. With all the Z-axis wires or all the homing switches and stuff, I really didn't have enough to really move it very far. I would look into either buying your own, buying, a spool of wire, 4-strand, or see if you can buy longer pieces. Because I wasn't terribly impressed with the length of wire that came with the system.
And I'm not impressed with the homing switches either.
Well,
I just put a link in there. It's the docs for assembling the X-Carve, and they have a note in there for Shapeoko 2 upgraders. It says, when assembling your Shapeoko 2, you'll be using all of the same hardware used on the Shapeoko 2, with the exception of the following hardware that is included. And they give you some parts lists that...
I mean, I get what Marvin's trying to say. It's almost like a treasure hunt to find out what the hell...
It is. It is. Yep, it is. And some of the places, like if you follow the assembly between the Shapeoko 2 and the X-Carve, they use different parts in different places, which they didn't originally have documented, but I complained about it when they changed the documents after that, so...
Did you change over to an X-Carve carriage?
I did, yeah. That almost single-handedly is worth it by itself.
Really?
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah, they did a... Can you guys hear me okay this far back, or no?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, awesome. That microphone is a beast. But anyway, I will say this, that, like you guys are saying, that carriage, if you could just buy the carriage, which I think you probably can.
Used to be able to, but I didn't see it there anymore.
Yeah, it's been showing, we're waiting for people's interest. It's been like that for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really need to open this thing up and just say, hey, if you want to buy something, you can buy any individual part that you want, and just, I understand that there will be a, you bundle all the kits together and then, buy a few more parts so that you've got extras. I mean, I get that, but, I think that enough people could I don't want to use the word take advantage, but benefit from being able to purchase some of the pieces,
Well, they did have all that stuff up there for a while. You could buy all the individual pieces, but not anymore. Now it's...
Well, and the excuse that they're using is that they're waiting to release all the bits and pieces when they get caught up with their shipments.
Okay.
But they don't seem to be moving forward, it's still a 3 to 4 week out from order to shipment, and hasn't gotten any closer from what I can see.
Well, there could be a whole bunch of reasons why that is, but nonetheless, they shouldn't even bother putting it in the car, because I saw this when the X car first came out, and they were talking about the gantry. They had it in the cart, and that was like 8 months ago.
Yep.
And I looked at it once a week, and I noticed it was never coming in. So I never bothered. And plus, looking at it, I would have to completely redo everything behind the machine to even ship this.
Yeah, because yours is.
Well, no, because I have the drag chain, and
yeah,
and that would have to completely rip all that crap out just to fit this in.
It's a nice. It was a smart move on their part to go that way, though, for sure.
So the reason why I was asking, and I got disconnected when I was with my follow-up to the reason why I was asking is, I know, is there any difference? Let me ask a question, and I don't know if you guys heard me when I got disconnected. Is there any difference in upgrading? Am I going to get $200 worth of upgrade, or am I going to just get a sticker saying that I have upgrade? It's a hobby, so let's stop. When I say that, I do everything slow anyway. So
no, I get what you mean. Is there $200 worth the change to go through the hassle of the upgrade? Honestly, I would say no, but everybody, as in John and Andrew, is saying that the carriage extrusion is worth the upgrade, which you could buy by itself for $37.50 when they decide to actually carry it in the store. But I mean, the end plates, I don't like them because they're actually shorter, and there's no mount points, and I have accessories attached to mine, so I couldn't use that.
That carriage assembly super simplifies the Z-axis. I think they had an article about it. It saves you like 30-something parts for the Z-axis or some crazy number.
Yeah, because it was 2 plates with bolts with spacers.
Right. And this is just one big thing.
Lots of adjustments.
Yeah, and there's pros and cons to doing something like that too. With all those plates and so on and so forth. Yes, you have more places for failure, but you also have more places to be able to upgrade to do different things with it. You have more freedom and flexibility with the extrusion. Yeah, it's super simplified and that's great, but there are other drawbacks to it as well. I
don't know if I agree with that. I mean, what do you see as a drawback as having it as all one solid piece? I mean, it sure makes alignment and keeps things. I think it's going to help with accuracy. That's for sure.
Well, no. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying you're kind of forced into whatever they have. Like I was looking at doing a vacuum attachment, and I didn't really want to mount it underneath the DeWalt or underneath the Makita. I want to have as much clearance underneath that as I can, so I didn't want to add more stuff underneath there that I have to take off and fiddle with when I'm trying to switch bits. And I didn't want it underneath the Z-axis because then that limits my already little Z-axis clearance. So that reduces my clearance even more because I don't have the higher corner plates yet. So I'm trying to figure out where another good place to mount some sort of vacuum assembly would be, and the only place that I can think of that I really like would be on the actual extrusion itself. Now, okay, so where am I going to mount those? All right, well, I'm going to have to drill holes in it and tap the holes, and then so that could potentially be a drawback. I'm not saying it's a huge drawback. I'm just saying that it's a consideration.
Well, there's 2 holes in the very bottom. I don't know which side. Oh, wait. Okay, so the hole with the stepper is obviously the back. So towards the front, there's a lip that comes downward, and apparently there's 2 holes there.
Yeah, those are to hold the Z-axis
extrusion.
Oh, the maker slide that's on the front.
Yeah, it's to anchor that. I probably could use those holes a little bit, but I actually want them off to the side. What I was considering is taking the HDPE, the 1-inch slab of plastic that I have, and form that somehow into a nozzle or scoop or something just to help collect dust. But I haven't quite decided what I want to do with it yet. and I may end up just biting the bullet and mounting it to whatever. I've been holding off on a lot of different things because I'm waiting on the new mounting assembly to arrive. I've just kind of got a ghetto-rigged Frankenstein DeWalt 611 mount in there right now. The 24-volt motor that comes with the kit, if you just buy the default motor, which is garbage. There you go, Dave. That one was free.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I won't say it's garbage, but if you want to get anything done with it, you need a bigger motor. But I digress, because Dave will go off on about a 30-minute rant on that motor. No,
but I am. No, did you guys see the picture of the guy that was machining some real hard Australian wood of some sort? Broke the shaft on the default quote spindle, and bent the hell out of one of his V-wheels up on top. Oh yeah, he takes the prize as the best crash yet.
No kidding. And I don't even know where I was going with this thing now.
Good.
Somebody help me get back on track where I was going with.
Well, you're talking about your dust shoe.
Yeah. So I've been holding off on doing anything. So what I did was I took the 24-volt motor, came with a shim that went around it, a metal shim went around the motor so that it would fit in this extrusion that they made. So there's another thing for Dave to kick on this motor about.
No,
so
I'm done.
So I took the metal shim off, and I bent it out wider, wrapped it around the Makita, and then shoved the whole thing in the DeWalt mount. It works. It's ghetto, for lack of a better way to describe it. Maybe ghetto is not the most correct word. It's
politically
definitely
correct, yes.
Right. It's definitely duct tape and super glued in there, and it works. It's not as rigid as I would like it, but that's also part to do with the fact that I haven't done the X gantry
Stiffening.
stemming, to make it more rigid. So there's a couple different things in play.
Well, we're all MacGyvering these machines,
absolutely.
for Pete's sakes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I guess, Marvin, the answer to that is the only thing worth a damn would be the X carriage gantry.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
even if I get that, I'm still not going to get any better cuts or faster cuts because for
Maybe accuracy. It depends how your plates are now. If they're balls on, dead nuts straight. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy and content with. Go ahead.
Let's put it this way. I mean, to answer your question, for me, I cut foam, and I use the foam as an example. So if I cut in and I'm doing a pocket on a foam with letters, from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, I'm okay. If I'm doing, like, say, I use V-Carve Pro, and I do, like, a bird, like I did a bird the other day. And when these little V-Carves, those little, it's just basically like a pencil mark. It's just a very fine little cut, 0.001 millimeter down, and both sides is the same depth. So I'm level. So to me, I'm like, okay, Marvin, I'm perfect. Nobody's ordered anything that is 10,000ths of an inch difference, So I'm just like, should I buy this upgrade? Is it worth it to me?
Doesn't sound like in your application you will
Stay
benefit.
right where you're at, Marvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on my own, what I did is that when I was putting my my Shapeoku 2 together, I realized that the Z was too low for me. So I did mine a little different. Those mounting plates? If you look at the mounting plates on the Shapeoku 2, they have these two holes that you should put the what do you call it? Not gantry. What do you call it again? Those maker slides. Yeah. There are two holes that you should use. Correct? No, there's one hole, and let me look at the picture again. Yeah, there's one hole. There's like a slot, and you put it between the two slots. Correct?
Yep.
I did is that you see the hole at the bottom. Then there's a little slot, and then there's another hole at the top.
Okay, so you put the plate upside down.
No, I put the plate the same way, but I put my bottom hole is that bolt. So my plate, my gantry or my maker slide is all the way to the top of the plate.
Can you get it on camera at all or no?
Oh yeah, let me go. Hold on, let me get it on camera. Okay.
Wait,
let me
so
see
you're talking about the 4 holes on the bottom?
Yeah, the 4 holes. I'll show you. I cut them out.
So instead of them going down, they're going up.
What I did, I had a machinist cut a slot inside there. I'll show you. Where's my camera? I'm running downstairs.
Oh, while he's doing that, check this out. This is the cut of this is like 1 millimeter aluminum. It's super thin, but the new motor really did a great job of really getting. If I can get in. I mean, it did a real nice cut.
Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty clean.
Little WD-40 to keep it from welding aluminum to the tool.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. WD-40 and aluminum are your friends.
Oh yeah. I mean,
And it smells good.
it did a really nice cut. Really nice cut. Very pleased with very pleased with the end result. There's a little small amount of burring due to the fact that my wasteboard's not a super level, which I've got to get that fixed. I'll probably just do a surfacing on another piece of HDPE or something or whatever when I get ready to go do aluminum again. But as thin as this stuff is, I can do it in one pass. I can hog it in one pass.
Nice. And
Anyway,
the Makita doesn't slow down a bit, huh?
No.
What size end mill?
1/8.
Yeah.
It's a 2 flute straight. I would have preferred, but that's what Lowe's had when I went by to pick. I was at Lowe's getting some other stuff, and I was like, I'm going to get an end mill because I really want to do something with this machine other than stare at it. Because all I've got's a HSS 4 flute spiral up cut, and that's really for steel and
It's running aluminum too.
Yeah, it wants to run real slow when I do aluminum, but I could probably do a more finished cut with the 4 flute.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. And the bit you bought at Lowe's, the correct terminology for it is a router bit rather than an end mill.
Yes.
Just an FYI.
No, you're right. It's definitely a router bit.
Yeah. But they do work good for light aluminum work. Marvin, you're on.
Looks like he froze the.
Yeah, he did.
On my back?
Yep. There you go.
There. Oh, there we go. There we go. Starting to see you. Okay, slow down.
Hey, John, go ahead and present for Marvin, I guess. Make him the presenter or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
See, these are the 2 at the bottom.
Oh, your plates are completely different.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And then I use this. If you look at my...
Yeah.
It's all the way up here now.
Okay, so the slot where the belt's supposed to go, you put a hole there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my one, I raised mine like an inch above for the Z-axis.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like everybody's own, if you look at here, my gantry here, you'll notice that this part here would normally be up here, correct?
Oh yeah.
Mine is not because I have to. Let me just move this up a little. Yeah. Mine is because that's a better picture. Because if I don't, my spindle won't come down.
Yeah.
And I have the Acme screw here.
Andrew, take note of his dust shoe.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that idea. I like the way he's got that, and whenever I get a 3D printer, I'll be quick to emulate. And I also like the way he's got his little borescope on there too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've noticed very quickly that it works really good for close-up stuff, but if you try to do anything that's not macro, it really gets blurry and it's kind of useless. So you pretty much have to do super up-close stuff with it. But
Well, that's what it was designed for.
well,
And this is my.
right. You're absolutely right. So I'm not complaining. I think I paid like $10 for it, something like that. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
you
all
can
you're.
do- He can do DIY. Oh shoot!
That's really nice, Marvin. That's really clean.
And you have the.
Endioscope. You always got an endioscope.
Yeah, and it's got it's what 16
This-
feet like that. So I could go and take it down and.
So I took. Look, I did the laser on there, so to name them,
Nice.
and then I used acrylic for the rest of it. So the
That
front.
looks really good, guy. That looks really good, Marvin.
Thanks. And so you can see down in there. And then if I hold on, give me a second.
Uh-oh.
That was not good.
No, that's all right. That was just my beer.
Oh no!
No.
You see, it lights up like Christmas light.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
And then I have my relays. I have DC to DC step down to 5 volts.
Yeah.
I have a little fan over here. I have
E-stop?
switch
Oh yeah. I need to
E-stop.
find out.
I have my two a 48 volt and a 24 volt here.
So you're running your motors at 48 volt?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Wow. That's, yeah.
That's what I'll be running mine at too.
Nothing less than 48. And everything else is on 24.
Nice.
And oh, this was my beer. This is what fell. So hold on.
Yeah, but you got beer by the gallon, so it's not a problem.
Yeah. Oh, this is
Oh,
what's
wow.
in here.
Is that the still?
No, the still is right. Here is a still. That's the still.
Uh-oh, you just bent it.
No, don't worry. I made it so. The same
Yeah,
way
but
you
got
kind
a
of.
fortune wrapped up in copper.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's a still.
Oh, nice.
Man. Now, is that the condenser column there, or is the
Yes.
condenser column the angled one?
The angle one. This
Okay.
is the condenser. So this is
That's
the
the
out.
condenser
This is
column,
the in.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
this is the condenser.
You just
And this
don't
is
have
the
a loop of copper tubing in a 55-gallon barrel.
No. Those days are over. It's called a thumper. And these are some of the kicks I have. And some more equipment.
Oh, the good old thumper.
Yeah.
God, if you lived in Texas with all this, you'd get arrested.
Yeah.
We keep seeing beer making kits at the hardware store and everything, and we're not beer drinkers, but we think maybe that'd be interesting to try.
I made beer for the first time this year. It came out really, really good. I've just been. I was warned about keeping everything sterile. Just that you have to be very careful with
That's
that.
the most important thing in beer making.
I went crazy with it.
You can over. Like I tell people all the time, when you're drinking beer, you're drinking the most sterile. It's cleaner than water you get off of.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because any little thing inside a bacteria, the yeast goes after it and it becomes not
Well,
worth it.
we all know why beer and wine was invented, don't we?
Yep.
Because the water would kill you.
Yep.
It's worse than Tijuana water.
I don't think there's anything worse than Tijuana water.
Do you guys see now that they're to get sidetracked? Did you see that they're in San Diego? They're charging U.S. citizens $20 to go across into the Tijuana now.
What's that now?
Mexico is charging Americans $20 to cross the border into Tijuana now.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many not politically correct jokes that could be inserted there, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I wonder if they're doing that for all their border crossings.
Well, right now I think it's just Tijuana, but I wouldn't be surprised.
How much do we charge from Tijuana to the U.S.?
Nothing. They just run across the border.
I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna get like hate mail.
I'll tell you one thing: the snowbirds in Arizona and everything are going to raise a ruckus if they do that, where they go across and get their drugs in Mexico at it's not Mexicali, it's
Juarez. No,
it's not Juarez. It's further east. It's just below Yuma. Well, I can't think of it, but that's where they all cross and get their drugs.
That's standard, you know. Coming from a third world country, we charge for people. So if I go to a small island, they may charge what you call a visa. So you have to get a visa. Yes, the visa is just a rubber stamp that you pay at the airport and you pay it in your airline ticket. So when you buy an airline ticket to Jamaica, it's like $120 US taxes. That includes all kind of things that we agriculture tax, this tax, $5 here, $2 here, just to collect money from you. So when you buy a $300 ticket to Jamaica or $700 ticket to Jamaica, $150 out of it is taxes. So that is a way of you collecting, and every country does it.
Yeah.
It helps to support the airport. It helps to support staffing. When you land in the United States, if I'm in Jamaica and I buy a ticket to the United States, I have to pay a fee of $2 here and $5 here and $6 here, but they hide it under this clause of facilitating fees and this fee, but it's all in. You don't see the breakdown, you know, on your ticket. You just see the whole sum, and you say, okay, tax is $100 and it's extra. So it happens all over the world.
Oh yeah.
But what happens is that when you cross a border by foot or by car, they don't do that normally. So, you know, I guess this is their way of saying, hey, we want a little money for people walking across this border. We want to collect some taxes, you know, because there's a cost for us to have border guards. There's a cost for us to have staff in, you know, for you guys to come over, you know.
Well, what I find funny about this, though, Martin, is this is, you know, a lot of this, it just has to do with, you know, there's a presidential election coming up, and, you know, it's really a political move on their part, is all it was. That's what I.
Yeah.
Yes. Whatever. Like when America, United States, put a visa requirement on Brazilians. Next week later, Brazil put a requirement on Brazil. America coming to Brazil.
Yeah.
Let's Tony, you
CNC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tony,
you've been political forever. So.
You've been pretty quiet, Tony. How is the taillight project coming?
Well, the bird was squawking, so I kind of waited for a while. But it's going pretty well. The customer approved it, and I just got to do 2 final sets for him.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Cam Bam works pretty well. I think I'm probably going to buy it. Um, I want to get the Gerber stuff figured out, but it's not a deal breaker because there's some other apps that do that too. I think it was FlatCam.
Yeah, well, Gerber, I think, does things kind of weird relationship to the rest of the CNC world.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the code and it was, it's definitely different. But like I said, everything came in fine through CamBam except the drill file. The traces and everything were just fine. Just when I brought the drill file in, there were a ton of holes missing. And then I confirmed that the locations were in the file, so it's probably just some format setup I've got to figure out and then adjust.
Well, the other thing is that you may discover that some of those holes are on a different layer. So if that layer is off in CamBam, you won't see them. So check your layers.
Huh,
I think
okay.
there's a layers function.
Will do.
Make sure all your layers are visible, and then
Now
you can shut them off as needed.
I saw that there seemed to be mention of VBit stuff in CamBam, and I plugged some stuff in and thought I set it up for a VBit cut, but it just did a normal cut. Is there some extra plug-in you need for actual V carving?
I'm not sure. I haven't messed with VBit, so that's a question I don't have an answer for.
Yeah, that's just. I grabbed a couple of VBits just to play. It's not anything I'm going to do as part of the products I sell, but something fun to do.
I've had some success with F Engrave.
Yeah, I was playing with that.
My biggest thing right now, the one piece that I'm really missing from the equipment that I have right now is the ability to zero X, Y, and Z with a sensor. So I'm doing everything by eye, and that's a horrible way to do any sort of precise machining. So everything that I'm doing right now is kind of, it's set everything the way you want it, cross your fingers, light a candle, say a little prayer, and hit go to make sure that everything's flat and, you're at the right Z. And, of course, with the new Makita, being the exact right Z, as long as you're up against the part when you hit go, odds are you'll be okay. But it's not where I want to be. I want to do precise machining. I want to be able to say, all right, this is the corner of my part, go.
One of the first things I did was a Z probe. It was just a flat plate I attached a wire to, and I eyeball X and Y, and then just do the probe for Z, and that's
code
fine for everything.
There's code that will do Y and X or X and Y. There's a forum post about it, and basically you take that plate and you push it up against the sides of X and Y, and you hit go, and it'll track over and stop, and track over and and then you run the next code, and it'll track over and stop, and then you'll do Z, and you can actually get an accurate cornering. But my problem is that the A5 pin on my Arduino doesn't seem to have any voltage.
Now, did you? There's somebody that posted something about that on the forum, and I think he found the problem.
Oh.
So you might want to dig for that.
Oh, okay.
If I see it, I'll post it. But I remember seeing that like either today or yesterday.
Do you remember what the kind of nomenclature of the post was? A5 pin, maybe?
I think it's
okay.
That sounds logical.
If anybody gets it, shoot me that.
Well, I think I'm going to stop the recording right now, guys. We can keep talking, but I'm going to stop the recording. Okay. I just want to keep it to an hour, otherwise they get
bored.
Yeah, gangly to try and listen to all in one, in one sitting, or it just gets.
Well, and after an hour, we get really off track.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
do too.
Are we at an hour already? Holy crap!
Yeah, it's probably 45 minutes. I think we started a little late, something like that. But yeah. All right. I'll